Namaste guys, today I want to talk about the origins of the tarot cards and also the origins of the language of Hebrew. And when I started reading tarot cards when I was like 7 years old, I noticed that they were answering all my questions, and I was wondering who or what is it that is so precise when I ask a question. You know, how does it give me so much vision? Okay. And after a while, after reading these cards and studying them, I stopped using them because I didn't need to use them anymore. I became an oracle. Okay, I was able to decipher certain situations without reading them. Okay, I kind of became one with the cards, and I was like, wow, this is like incredible. Like, very rarely do I read tarot cards. Okay, and then I started doing research as I grew up, you know, being a teenager, and I realized that the tarot cards are not really cards. They are roadways to the Sephiroth of the Kabbalion, you know, the 22 trump cards. And what I was really learning, I realized what I was really learning was the most ancient knowledge of all. Okay, and I was amazed. And then I did more research on it. And it turns out that Tahuti, okay, the ancient Egyptian god of knowledge and wisdom, which supposedly lived 36,000 years ago, and he is the builder of the Great Pyramid. He was the one that created the Kabbalah. Okay, and I want to read you something that I had posted on my Instagram a while ago about the Hebrew language and the tarot cards and the Kabbalah. Now, Hebrew is the language of light and harmonics, okay, aka the language of fire. Okay, now the Hebrew language encodes a natural waveform geometry in the material world. Check it out. This is what the Hebrew language can do. They are sound keys to the vibratory matrix of reality itself. Okay, they are solid equations encoded within the ancient mantras and names of gods capable of directly affecting the nervous system for healing and highest states of consciousness for mind control and killing. This is why they don't teach you Hebrew. Okay, now think about it. There's only like, I think 3 million people speaking Hebrew. When I started learning Hebrew, I realized that not a lot of people speak Hebrew. And I wondered why. I was like, wow, you know, if this language comes from Nibiru, you know, it's pretty powerful. It's like one of the original languages, Hebrew. Because if you start speaking Hebrew, things start in training. Okay, check it out. You begin to lock into frequencies that deserves higher training. Okay. This language, okay, Aburu or Kamadu, Hebrew, or form Nibiru, is the language that the ancient Kemetic priests used when they were being chased out by the Hypsis. Okay. So they put everything in encoded language, so that you have to evaluate in consciousness to come to the understanding of it. Okay. If you were to take a match and light it and flick it back and forth, you would get Hebrew letters. Okay. And that's just like, for example, in my cards, well, in every card, but I like these. I really do. I've always loved these. In the cards, you have Hebrew sigils. See? Yeah, I was showing you guys yesterday. And they all have a different vibration, and that's how they could read the future, or they could actually read your vibration, because it's a vibration itself. Okay? The sigil, it's a vibration that's picked up by the brain. Now, that's what I understand from reading this. Okay? That's how the tarot works. Okay? Now, let me continue. Fire language that our ancestors created in order to encode the millions of years of information that they had. Okay, they had to make it in coordination with your own mind. See, the cards, they coordinate with your mind. Check it out. And with your brain work pattern. Inside your computer or TV screen. They are sigils set up in a formed circuit that vibrate each tonal signal. Okay? They have the lockdown sigils on them. That's the reason why you can't turn off the television. Okay? They raise these sigils to lock down your consciousness matrix. Okay? When you don't speak the language of light, you don't control your own destiny. So, what it's trying to say here, that it's inside your TV screen, inside your television or your computer, you have sigils that control you. Okay, that was put there to control you. Okay, so you could stay there and be hypnotized. Okay. Now I've noticed this because every time that I'm on the computer, I just can't get off. Like, I really have to sleep, and I'm like there, and I'm like on a trance. You know what I mean? And I could totally see how the sigils work. And it's been used against us. This ancient knowledge has been used against humanity. Okay, this is knowledge that was here put from our ancestors for our benefit. Okay, but the evil people, people that dig into pyramids and tombs and stuff like that they have access to it first than anybody else. They take all this information and they use it against you. They take all this ancient technology and they use it against humanity. And a lot of people are waking up and they're realizing what's going on. Okay, now I'm going to continue. There's another one here that I wrote. Okay, modern technology shows that when you take a picture of the human thinking, you see patterns that look like the Hebrew sigils. Okay, like in your brain. When you think, you already have like a little sigil going on in your brain. Okay, and that's how the tarot cards. Okay, they could pick up your signal of your brain. This is incredible. So the tarot cards is a technology, basically, an ancient technology. Amazing. The flare patterns of the human brain are the same shapes and patterns taken by the spinning vortices of light and sound. So when light and sound are spinning at a vortex matching thought, you get the Hebrew language. Okay. There are 22 Hebrew sigils. Yeah, there's 22 major arcanas. Okay. In other words, the word of God courses through every man and woman's nervous system. You got little sigils going all over your body, basically. This language encodes the natural waveforms geometry of the world. Okay. In other words, when you speak that Comatose Hebrew the right way, you afflict light and you entrain sound harmonics to the voice, and thus you are manipulating the velocities of the vortices of being. Okay. The English language keeps you at a lockdown sequence. Okay, check it out. That's why they teach you. This is why they teach you English in school, so you can have like this lockdown consciousness. That's why they have 6 different dictionaries of English language. Okay, because they have to keep revising it to keep shifting the furniture in the lockdown prison. So every time they give you a new commercial about what is getting ready to happen, they shift to somatic dynamic, and your mind now forms this cube, and you think you're someplace new. Notice how the word Hebrew rhymes with Nibiru. Okay, it's the original language of the gods. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it right here, and it just shows that the tarot cards is like the most ancient book there is out there. Okay, and the most knowledgeable, and it contains so much wisdom that it's not even funny. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it right here, and namaste.